I just withdrew $5,312 from my Lucid account, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how I did it and the process of taking a payout with Lucid, which is the absolute best prop firm in the game right now. But first, if you want to learn how to take payouts like this and the trades to get there, link to my mentorship and coaching along with my free Discord down below. And if you want the best odds and the best prices in order to take these payouts, you have to use the right prop firm, which is going to be Lucid. Use promo code DROVO for the biggest discount possible, or sign up with the link down below. Okay, so here we are on my Lucid dashboard, and as you can see here, we are in the payout section, and automatically once your accounts are eligible for payout, they will pop up under the payouts tab just like they are right now. And then from here, all you have to do is click the green request payout button, submit the amount of money you want to pay out. It'll tell you the maximum amount you are eligible to pull out from each of your accounts right here. And then from that point, all you really have to do is just sit back and wait for the money to enter your bank account. So as you can see right here, I was trading with 5 different accounts. They were each up approximately $2,000. You're able to take out half of your total profits with Lucid. So right here, my accounts are up about $2,200. So I'm able to pull right around $10,060 from each one. And as you can see right here, all you have to do is type in the amount that you want, or there's that little green button right here that says max. You can click that and it'll automatically apply the maximum payout possible. So now we head to our third account. Each one of these accounts is a little bit different, and that's just because the trade copier with Lucid doesn't guarantee the exact same executions for each of your account. So each one is a little bit off between like $5-ish per account. So no big deal really in the grand scheme of things, but each one is going to be a little bit different. But as you can see right here, we have requested all 5 payouts. And now Lucid is extremely fast with their payouts. This goes from pending to processing, which means processing means they've sent the money and it's going to my bank account at that point. And then this money was pending in my bank account just moments later. So really impressive how fast the payout took. Other prop firms I've dealt with in the past, such as Top Step, have taken significantly longer for payouts to actually hit my bank account. They normally wait for the end of the day, and then processing might take a couple days depending on what exactly is going on. If you send your request on a Friday, they might not get back to you until Monday. I received a pending request from Lucid to deposit $5,000 into my bank account within 3 minutes of submitting my payout. So now at this point, I updated my tab, and as you can see here, it went directly into processing within a couple seconds. So the fact that Lucid was able to pay me out within minutes of my request is such a better customer experience compared to the other prop firms that I have used. And then along with this, my accounts were instantly tradable. The second that I requested my payout, they took half of the profit out of my accounts, and then they started over to where I still have to follow the rules, which is 5 trading days of $150 profit or more in order to take my next payout. That started the instant that I requested this $5,000 from these 5 different accounts. So extremely fast process. They give you your money and allow you to instantly start trading again, which is, again, just something that you don't get from every other prop firm. And it's a great thing that Lucid has on top of all of the other great benefits they have. Things like they have the cheapest 50K flex accounts of all of the major prop firms. And then along with this, there's no consistency rules. There's no daily loss limit. There's only one rule with trading, and that is in order to take a payout, all you have to do is get 5 days of $150 profit or more, and then you can pull out half of your total profits. So it's an extremely simple process, and there's basically no downtime between requesting your payout and being able to trade again. So the customer experience with Lucid is as good as it gets in the prop firm space right now. They're a relatively new prop firm, and everyone is flocking to Lucid right now from the different prop firms that they've used in the past. And then after all of that process, the last thing that you can do is go to your certificate section, head to your payout certificates, and right here you can see all of your different payouts. For me, this was my first one that I've ever taken with Lucid. I'm relatively new to trading with them. I recently switched over from Top Step being my main one to now Lucid. So as you can see here, my first and only payout with them so far, $5,312, and the process was extremely smooth and it only took me 6 trading days in order to take this $5,000 payout. So in less than a week, I was able to get $5,000. And when you compare that to the potential payout of other jobs, it's just really hard to beat the potential payouts you can get from prop firm trading compared to your average 9-to-5 job. Now at this point in the video, I want to talk more about how it is I actually get to these payouts. And it all starts with your strategy and understanding what you are trying to accomplish when trading. So for me, I have a few key main points that I'm looking for in terms of my strategy and what I'm looking for trading. So the main thing in my strategy is I'm trying to catch continuation moves, meaning the higher time frame is bullish, the lower time frame is also bullish. So I'm looking to join in on a long and exiting at a prior established high in terms of my take profit. And then along with this, properly managing the risk and reward of my trade is extremely important as well. So for these trades that I'm taking on my funded accounts, I'm risking approximately $500 to $1,000, but generally speaking, it averages out to about $750 per trade. And in order to accomplish this, I'm usually using 1 to 2 NQ contracts. And then from this point, I like to take 1, 2, or maybe 3 high confidence entries per day, allowing myself enough drawdown to take a reasonable trade and trying to catch a big move during the session. So for instance, let's look at this trade right here. As you can see, a new higher low was established, telling me that this might be a continuation of the prior uptrend that we have established on the high time frame. So at this point, I entered right around here, and I set my stop loss at this prior low that we've established here, because if this low gets broken, I will know that we're going to be continuing our downtrend. So that's where my stop loss is. My take profit is at the intraday high. So I let this trade run out. I didn't move to break even early. My trade was up huge in profit, came all the way back down, and then it literally would have touched my break even if I had moved break even, but remember I didn't. So this trade came back down to where I was back in the red a little bit, and then it shot straight up into profit. So all I was doing here was based on the high time frame trend, which was bullish. I found a low time frame entry that was also signaling to me that it was going to be bullish. I had my stop loss set at the prior high that we had established on the high time frame, and then I let this trade run out for approximately 2.5 risk to reward ratio, and with me risking about $700 a trade, this was a $2,000 profit in just one single trade. So now let's look at another trade that I took on my funded accounts. So as you can see right here, I'm looking short. On the high time frame, we were starting a downtrend. So once I saw a pullback, meaning we started an uptrend, once that uptrend decided to stop and show signs of reversal, which it does right here, as you can see, we failed to break this prior high. And then from then we started a lower time frame downtrend. And all I wanted to do was hop on the current trend on both the high and low time frame. So both high and low time frames were telling me that we were looking for shorts. So I hop in right here. This trade ends up being approximately a 7 risk to reward ratio trade. I was risking approximately 15 points and my take profit was set at 100 points. I would have set it bigger if I could have, but with these accounts, the max payout you can take is $2,000, which is going to be half of your profit. So if your total profit is greater than $4,000, you can't take a bigger payout than $2,000. So there's really no benefit to having more than $4,000 in your account at a time prior to taking a payout, because you can only request up to $2,000 per payout. So I had my take profit set at $4,000, and this ended up hitting my full take profit, allowing my accounts to take the maximum potential payout, and it's all within a single trade here. And this is basically exactly what I'm trying to accomplish with my trading. My goal is to take 1 or 2, maybe 3 big trades on the day, and then just be completely done mentally trading for the rest of the week. I no longer have to worry about hitting $1,000 plays, and then for the remainder of the week I can size down to where I'm just trading much smaller, because again, the whole goal with Lucid is to just get $150 for 5 days. That allows you to take a payout. So now at this point, with these accounts up $4,000, the hard part's over, And now at this point, I size down and all I have to look for is $150 for 4 more trading days. Now, those $150 days are not guaranteed and it's not easy to do by any means, but it does become significantly easier once you size down and you don't have to worry about the huge numbers that you're previously worried about, or you don't have to worry about making $1, $2, $3, or $4,000 in a trade. Now at this point, we can become much more relaxed and not have to stress about hitting a big trade. And that's basically my entire philosophy of trading these funded accounts in order to take payouts. Get the hard work done early within the first couple days of you trading, ideally making $2,000 to $4,000 in the first 2 to 3 trading days. And then from that point, try to coast into a payout by farming these $150 days rather than just constantly subjecting yourself to the stress and emotions of going for huge play after huge play after huge play. Get it done in a couple days and then give yourself a nice mental break, because there's no part of trading that's ever easier than when the hard part is done and then all you have to do is just worry about securing your payout. And then from there, mentally, emotionally, life is so much better, less stressful. You don't have to be sitting on the charts all day, every day. Again, we're just looking for 1 or 2 entries to work out in our favor. And if that doesn't happen, reset and try again for the next trading day.